Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So I got a comment on one of my latest videos asking if I could make a video handling my jeweled Lacertas, and since I love to be able to make videos you guys suggest, I decided I would be able to do this. So most people, if they know at least one thing about jeweled Lacertas, it's that they're supposedly very skittish and not very handleable. Most people say that if you get a jeweled Lacerta, you won't be able to handle them ever just because of their skittish nature. But I hold my jeweled Lacertas quite often and they're always very calm. Sometimes they don't want me to pick them up, but once I get them on my hand, they just hang out. And one time it was so weird and hilarious because I picked up Saphira and she stood up on my hand for some reason. So that was very interesting. I don't know why she stood up on her hind legs, but she did. And luckily I was recording, so I got that video. So that video was just of Saphira, my female jeweled Lacerta, and then this is Barnaby, my male jeweled Lacerta. They are a breeding pair, and I have been able to successfully raise one clutch so far from them. I've had these guys for a few years and I just started breeding them. Barnaby is covered in dirt because he was just digging around. They love to dig and make burrows, so they do that a lot. But they actually do spend a lot of time outside of their burrows basking, so I do get to see them a lot. Not as often as you may see a bearded dragon, and they're definitely not as handleable as a bearded dragon, but most reptiles aren't as handleable as a bearded dragon. And these lizards are very uncommon in the pet trade. That's mainly why I started breeding them, was because I wanted to introduce them more into the pet trade, because I really think they're so underrated, and really beautiful lizards, and also very fun lizards with so much personality. I will be making another video about kind of my review of jeweled Lacertas as a pet. Of course, you can probably already guess I highly recommend these lizards, but I'm going to save all that for another video because this is kind of just a handling video. Like I said earlier, Barnaby is definitely more skittish than Saphira. As you can see, he doesn't like to be pet. I'm still working on that with him, but some lizards, their personality is just, they just rather not be pet, and that's honestly fine because he is totally good when I handle him and when I hold him. So Saphira lets me pet her, so I'm good with that. It really depends on the lizard, and also it depends on the amount of time you put into them and caring for them and taming them. So I know this isn't a feeding video, but I was wanting to show this interesting video I got here. Sometimes Barnaby and Saphira don't want to eat a certain type of food, and as you can see, they have no interest in superworms today, but they almost always will eat waxworms. Waxworms are a very tasty treat to them, but they're high in fat, so I usually don't feed them often. But you can see how reptiles can prefer one insect over the other, which is really cool and fun, and makes feeding a lot more interesting. You might have already noticed this, but female jeweled Lacertas have a much more slender body, and I always think of them as having a more monitor lizard shaped body, and their heads are much smaller, and Barnaby is much more shaped like a tegu, just much larger and a very big head shape. So here's Saphira again. I wanted to show you how calm she is when I hold her. But I like to give my lizards the freedom of whatever they want to do, and if they'd rather be in the cage, then I let them be in the cage. So sometimes she'll do that, she'll jump back in the cage. And honestly, that makes me so happy that they like being in their cage. That's really rewarding that they enjoy their cage. And as you can see, she enjoys being pet, which is really adorable. I'm glad she likes it. Barnaby kind of got some of the dirt off of him so he's not as dirty, and I wanted to show you him again. He's very relaxed right now, and I think he likes the warmth on my hand. So anyways, I'm gonna put him back now. Usually he would run off me and go straight back into his little burrow, so I'm surprised that he's hanging out on me more. I can't say it enough, I'm just so glad I got these guys. They are just the most precious lizards. I really love them so much. So I've been keeping all of you somewhat updated on my Michigan trip. I actually just got home from my week-long trip to Michigan, and I got some videos of some of the animals I saw, so I'll be uploading that next Friday. I actually wasn't even planning on making a video today, but I thought I could throw this together, so I hope you enjoyed, and don't forget to leave a like and subscribe if you want to support the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.